The Time Traveler's Guide to Medieval England and the Time Traveler's Guide to Elizabethan England. These are both Folio Society editions, so they are on acid-free paper and they're sewn, not glued, and they come each with a slipcover, a plain slipcover that matches, or at least closely matches, almost matches the color of the books themselves. I've only read this one. I haven't read this one yet, but on the strength of this one, I got this one because I found it really interesting. The idea is that you're a time traveler. So he tells you, well, let's talk more about the book for a second, and I'll tell you about it. So it's by Ian Mortimer. They're both by Ian Mortimer, put out by the Folio Society. And they have, they will have some illustrations here. Now these illustrations are new. That is to say, they're modern. It's a modern illustrator. Let's see if we can get the illustrator's name. So he's done it in the style of medieval paintings and art, but it is not itself. These are not pulled from old sorts of from old paintings, though they look as though they were. Let's get a little bit of detail here. Folio Society does a great job with their illustrations. They put them on usually a different sort of paper from the regular paper that has the print, and that allows them to make the illustrations a little bit better. And of course this is sewn binding. Okay, so the idea is that he takes you as if you're a traveler from our time going to medieval England. So here are some of the chapters here. It's as if it's a guidebook. Okay, and this works most of the time. It's an interesting way to do it, so that it's not written like a typical just a history book. It's broken up and it says, okay, if you were visiting, these are some of the things that might seem strange to you, some of the things that you might need to know about. And it is really interesting. He talks about the violence that's accepted at the time. He talks about the way that religion is in the world, and the way that society is broken up. So that's the Time Traveler Guide to Medieval England. Elizabethan England, as I say, I haven't read it. Same general idea. Let's get a look at the cover here. So there's a bit of difference already in the costume. Same illustrator, but this time trying to go for an Elizabethan feel rather than a medieval feel to the illustrations. Let's see if we can find one in the book. We shouldn't have to go too long. Ah, lovely. So this is Crime and Punishment in Medieval England. Nice thick paper, nice spacing, nice big text. And that's the Time Traveler Guide to Elizabethan England and Medieval England, but not in that order. This edition is by the Folio Society.